This is the 10-year reading for LTC Litecoin throughout the 10-year period of 2020 through 2029. It's currently October 6th, 2022, approximately 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. So the overall theme and behavior for this within this 10-year period is establishing or attempting to establish or reestablish support. And it's crossed with something, a male ruler of nations. Interesting. So it could be that a male, like a leader, a male ruler picks up a ton of this. I get, you get the emperor card for like the president. You get the emperor card for like, like the prime minister of a country. Putin would be another one. Okay, and so the behavior around the 10-year high, it's out of a decline. There's a big move from the bottom of a range to the top of a range, and that's going to be a multi-year range, not necessarily the whole 10-year range, but a multi-year range in there. At the top of the range will meet the top of the 10-year period. The top of the range will meet the top of the very high, in other words. Behavior around that 10-year, for the 10-year low is going to be selling from near overbought territory. It'll be profit taking from near overbought territory. And likely from profits out of this and into another crypto. All right, so behavior in 2020, there was a notable decline in a multi-year chart. It would stand out. It offered an opportunity to open up a long position in Litecoin. 2021, we had a sharp decline continue through multiple support levels. There may have been a little bit of like a rise in between the two, or it was just a continuation. My sense is that there was a little bit of a rally in between, like at the end of 2020 and into 2021 before another decline. Bullish price swings in 2022, sideways rotation, possibly increasing with bullish momentum towards the end of the year of 2023, and then 2024 we have kind of like we have a failed attempt to break through key resistance, but it's kind of like a setup where we test it once, we come back down. First we establish a bullish trend out of a low usually. We test the resistance once, come back down, bounce off of like a support, and then go back to break through the resistance. And people are expecting us to break through the resistance, but we don't. Instead, we turn around and we decline. That's very likely the chart behavior that we'll see, and it will have something to do likely with maybe like it possibly being utilized, the opportunity to be utilized for something like becoming the standard for like a government or a certain type of company, but it fails, it falls through. 2025, we have the end of a rally, the halting of a rally marked by a sharp decline through a critical support level, and that'll be on the scale of a 1-month chart or a multi-year chart. 2026, we have a decline that takes us to interesting. Looks like we meet a support and we rally pretty hard to a critical resistance level. In 2026, we meet a critical support and we rally like notably hard on a multi-year chart to reach a critical support level on a multi-year chart scale. It's a distant resistance level that we rally through, and it's almost like irrational. It's almost like an irrational move higher, and we establish support at that new high, at least for temporarily in 2026. Interesting. I got two cards together. 2027. We have bumping along resistance, breaking through resistance, bumping along resistance, breaking through resistance, but then we, off of a crest, we fall to and through a critical support level, break through that support level, right? And then we do a U-shaped reversal below it, and then come back and reuse it as support. That's 2027. 2028, big move to the upside on a multi-year chart. This is going to stand out, a big rally there. And then an even bigger decline in 2029 that would stand out on a multi-year chart. It may be a decline that involves more than just Litecoin, but many cryptos, possibly even more than just cryptos. The trade correlator, I'm advised to trade near, on a chart, it'll be like a big move out of oversold territory or to fill a gap down, short squeeze. There may be an adjustment to something legally or an adjustment to the way that it's utilized. And then the sneak preview for the following 10-year period of 2030 through 2039, we have a period of volatility with a sharp dip in the midst of that period of volatility to stand out on a multi-year chart. That's Litecoin, guys. If you want to see the remaining, where I time the actual highs and lows and identify the best trade opportunity within this 10-year period, go check out our free video, the full version at YouTube, Tarot for Traders. Guys, don't forget to follow, don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, follow that rule of karma. If you don't know what that rule of karma is, it's super important that you check out the video in our YouTube explaining it. If you plan to make money from this information, you got to follow that rule of karma. All right, so looking at the Eso-Meta pattern recognition portion, we have some relationships to a male ruler of nations highlighted in 2022 and 2023. So that's going to be something important with the government highlighted here. And then as far as establishing support, looks like we're gonna establish support in 2029 at a rather low level. Some male ruler highlighted here as well. It looks like there's a good trade. There's a good trade here. So I think probably there's a low. It's not in 2025 so much, but this decline continues into 2026. And I think in the midst of 2026, there'll be a support level, a critical support level on a multi-year chart will stand out. We'll reach that. And around that level, I'd likely buy a little bit of Litecoin and watch it in the same year rally all the way to a distant resistance level. And at that resistance level, I would likely sell for like a long-term 1-year trade. Yeah, that's Litecoin, guys. I also like to make sure that these long-term ones are on point. So I did 2020, 2021, and 2022. We should be able to go and check out a chart and see how accurate we've been. All right, so behavior in 2020, there was a notable decline in a multi-year chart. It would stand out. It offered an opportunity to open up a long position in Litecoin. 2021, we had a sharp decline continue through multiple support levels. That's a sharp drop. There may have been a little bit of like a rise in between the two, or it was just a continuation. My sense is that there was a little bit of a rally in between, like at the end of 2020 and into 2021, before another decline. Bullish price swings in 2022. Sideways rotation, possibly increasing with bullish momentum towards the end of the year of 2023. So it actually looks like the sideways rotation, where we've already reached that, and that's something that's going to happen with these long-term, broad-scoped time frames utilizing one card. It's not everything's going to line up to a year. Point being is that we have bullish price swings here, right, followed by sideways rotation along support, and that's where we're at now, sideways rotation along support. So we should see a move higher to reach a resistance level that we would then fail to break through and turn around and fall again. What that resistance level is, I mean, it would be a safe. My sense is it would be safe to consider $54 a share, or excuse me, a coin. Even safer yet would be to consider $50 a coin as a good selling point if you were to get into this now. That's my sense. But again, there's other coins that are just better buys, better trade opportunities. But with that said, that's pretty good. We're solid as far as the first few years that have already transpired. So guys, do me a favor, when you hit that like button, also consider subscribing. Really helps out the channel. If you subscribed, do me a favor and share this video with somebody you think it would impress or like, you know, so maybe it'll help them. That really helps out the channel. And then most importantly, guys, check out Simple Swap. We have an affiliate, Simple Swap. It's like a super easy way to swap like different types of alt currencies. Look at all these different coins that you can swap. Use the link in our description. It's our affiliate link. We get some credit for it if you go through that link, and it very much helps out the channel. Look at this, guys. You can swap from one to another like in one shot with any of these. Look at all of these. So that's Simple Swap, guys. Check out the link in the description if you're interested in buying and selling cryptos. That would really help the channel. Much appreciated. We did put out 91 videos in the last 30 days. Think about that. I much appreciate the support, my friends. I'll see you guys on the next one.